Hey everybody, Angela Lauria from the Author Incubator. I am joined today by Maggie McReynolds. She is the author of Unsettling, How to Help Your Kids by Making and Modeling an Amazing Life After Divorce. Maggie, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Terrific. Well, I wanted to get started by talking about Unsettling. What's your book about?
My book is sort of a reach out for divorced moms who are worrying about their kids, worrying about the effect of the divorce on their kids, that it's somehow going to mess them up for the rest of their lives. And it's to help them ditch the guilt and to learn how to model resiliency and the willingness to make bold choices in the pursuit of a better life for themselves and their kids.
Yeah, sounds good when you say it, but when you're in that swirl,
Yeah.
of everything change. Usually divorce doesn't always mean you move, but it often means you move. It means maybe your friends change.
Mhm.
It can mean so many changes to your support system.
Absolutely.
The people who are around you, your schedule, your sleep habits. I know when I went through a divorce, my kid was really little and we were sharing nighttime wake-up duties.
Right, and now it's just you, right?
Right. So when you're going through all that swirl, it's nice to say, oh, I want to model resiliency, but what are some of the things that people do that aren't modeling resiliency? What are some of the mistakes that you see that people are making?
Because divorce comes with so much change, there's a real temptation to say, I got to lock down everything that isn't going to change. I got to keep him in the same school district. I got to keep him in the same house. I've got to keep all the routines just exactly as they were because I've messed everything else up for them. So kind of trying to freeze in time, and it can't work because there's a major player missing from the picture now. The other mistake, which usually happens concurrently, is rules, routines, chores, errands, boundaries, kind of out the window. Because you feel guilty, you feel bad for your kid is hurting, and it's sort of like,
My thing was, I'll make it up to you in gifts.
Right, or I would be, my kid would call almost every day from school wanting to come home, and I'd just go get him. I would just go get him. And it wasn't helping him, but I felt so bad. I just felt like I had to be like super nice mommy forever now.
So you obviously went through this journey yourself. Why did you want to write a book about it?
Well, I had a particularly tough time. I didn't just end my marriage at the same time. And coincidentally, I lost my health, I lost my job, I lost my house and everything in it to toxic mold. And so that meant my kid lost everything also, including the family dog. Everything just went away. And so I did make a change, not even really willingly. I had to move cross country and start over for health reasons. And as a result, I just let everything else slide. I was really willing to just pizza for breakfast, okay. You don't want to go to school for the next 3 days, okay. I thought I was comforting him. And in truth, I was simply giving him the experience that life was unpredictable and crazy and there were no walls and boundaries and rules anymore.
So what do you wish you did differently, and what's the top piece of advice that you give your clients?
Yeah, the top piece of advice I give my clients, and what I wish I had done differently and now do, is our kids are watching. They learn by observation, and you have a choice. You can choose to keep teaching them fear and guilt and second guessing and anxiety and playing very small because it's scary to go bigger, or you can teach them that change happens and you can roll with it no matter what it is, and that the reserves are inside, and that taking good risks, calculated risks, to build something better for yourself is always on the table. It's always an option. And that's a way better legacy to give our kids.
Love that. I think for so many, especially women going through this, it can be such a lonely time. And there's so much judgment.
Oh yeah.
From, family, friends, of how to do it right. If somebody needed to find you, if they wanted support that went beyond their existing structures for how to do this in a truly different way.
Yeah.
What's the best way for people to reach out to you?
I really recommend going to my website, iamunsettling.com. I'm building a community and a movement. There's a quiz you can take to find out kind of where and how you might still be settling in sort of sneaky ways that you don't realize. And it's a great way to get in touch with me and in touch with a community of like-minded women who are all taking on the next part of their lives together.
Love it. iamunsettling.com. You can get in touch with best-selling author Maggie McReynolds. You can find her book on Amazon. It is Unsettling: How to Help Your Kids by Making and Modeling an Amazing Life After Divorce. Thanks for joining us today, Maggie.
Thanks so much, Angela.